Hi, my name is NUNZIATA, and I'm a New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film, and I'm also a proud FENIX Global Artist Ambassador. Today, I am thrilled to be speaking with the acclaimed singer-songwriter, Danielle Lande. For more on Danielle, you can read more about her right below this video, but in the meantime, here is a sneak peek at the amazing talent of Danielle.
Pull me in, say your prayer, hold my gaze when I stare, let me in to my mind before I find another way to waste my precious time. Say I'm free.
Well, hello, Danielle. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing so well, and I'm so excited that the audience has got a little sneak peek of your incredible song, Fifth Dimension Prayer. Danielle, I mean, you're a Renaissance woman. You not only wrote the song, you sang the song in one take, you edited the video, you directed the video, you are a singer-songwriter. You also happen to work as a video content editor for Netflix. And I want to know, Danielle, first and foremost, how the idea of Fifth Dimension Prayer came to you.
Oh man, the song or the video, I guess both. The
Or did they
song,
both come? I mean, was it like what? Because sometimes when people are writing songs, they think visually as well. So I'm curious about what your process was for either.
totally. For me, they were separate endeavors. First, the song came about actually like this is the kind of thing that like doesn't normally happen this way, but the entire song came to me all at once in the bathtub after I had just gotten home from having a psychic reading done at like a local shop in Los Feliz, Los Angeles, California, that blew my mind open, honestly. And at the time, I was really just struggling with mental health in my life, and also was in a weird transitional period from like having been so afraid to be an artist in the world, to like, you know, going out and finally performing originals. I was right in this in between, just like terrified of making that shift. And yeah, so like the vibe of the song was just like getting raw and like just opening up my deepest wounds.
Well, I want to say, Danielle, and sorry to interrupt, but when I saw it, I felt like I was going through a trance. There was something so calming, yet also like a release. Like there was like a release. So that when you say the song kind of came to you all at once, I kind of felt that while listening to it, let alone your music video is genius. And by the way, let's remind people, one take, you sang it in one take, and all of those images you were able to piece together to create a cinematic event with images from public domain.
Thank you. I'm so glad that you're as into it as you are. I'm really proud of that piece. And the video actually came about when I was asked to perform at a multimedia event a few years back. It was before I had recorded the song, but I was asked to make some sort of video to be projected behind me while I played. So it was purely the challenge of that even led me down the road of creating a music video. And as an editor, I'm not a camera operator. Like it just would have been like a whole production to like truly make a music video. But I was excited by the idea of like reinterpreting existing footage. So the footage in the video comes from old educational videos about the body and space, like things that were used in classrooms. But the way that I reinterpreted it and set it to my song, I wanted to communicate just like the vastness of the unknown and like the power of how we choose to see. That's why there's such a heavy emphasis on eyes throughout. That's like how it opens and closes, and it's just about being open to shifting your perspective.
Well, I mean, my perspective was certainly shifted, but also I felt like while watching and listening to it, I felt like I was going through like an emotional and spiritual detox. I felt like I was being cleansed. So I find it very fascinating that the song came to you after this psychic reading. And I don't know if anyone's ever expressed how they feel about your song and video in that way, but I just felt like it was like a detox. Like I felt like reset. Does that make sense?
I've heard people say that it is soothing to them. But yeah, I haven't heard that exact phrasing.
Well, you're welcome. That's how I felt. And I also love the fact, Danielle, that you are an unapologetic artist, that you don't pigeonhole yourself into one lane, that you happen to be able to do many things, and that for this one assignment, you were able to combine all of them. That must have been kind of thrilling.
It was awesome. Yeah, it was really exciting. And
because at the end of the day, you're a storyteller, you know?
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool to be challenged to do that. And it was like just enough outside of my comfort zone for something really exciting to happen. Yeah, and like so far, this is the main instance of me bringing together my songwriting and like my video editing art minds.
Well, I think I know the answer, but are you thinking about doing a few more in the near future?
Possibly. Right now I'm working on recording more music, and I haven't thought too far into the future on what kind of hybrid art pieces I may create for those songs. But definitely when I think about my future as an artist, you're right in saying that I don't want to pigeonhole myself into being just one thing. Like I dream of writing music for musicals, and like I think that just the way that mediums are like shifting and colliding so fast is so interesting, because you know, there's an intersection between music and video and musicals, and how we think about, you know, music as a tool of expression.
5,000%. And, you know, I don't know if you know this, but that's how I make my living. I'm a director of musicals, mainly new ones. And I mean, I can't wait to collaborate with you. You obviously have a beautiful, creative, theatrical mindset. At the end of the day, you're a storyteller. And again, this is just based upon this one video, one song. You know, I know that you're going to be giving me some songs from the vault, or maybe that's not out there, that I can be playing throughout the interview. But, you know, Danielle, I love the idea of you also coming on board FENIX, because it's a social media platform that's going to be connecting the West with the East like no other platform has before. And just based upon that one video and one song, it makes me think how transcendent your stuff is, that like, I don't have to understand English to hear the emotional landscape of the rhapsody you wrote. I mean, for me, it was like a rhapsody, it was like a playlet. And On top of that, you were able to pick images and video within public domain, but create something original and authentic that is, again, transcendent of language and creed. And that's why I'm so effing thrilled for you that, this platform is here now for someone like you.
Yeah, I'm excited to be a part of it.
Well, Danielle, I need to talk offline with you about what musicals you want to be writing, because that's my wheelhouse, baby. Danielle, I love your spirit. I'm so grateful for your time today, and I cannot wait to see what you do next. And I also can't wait to collaborate with you.
Thank you. Likewise, such a pleasure talking with you.
In the digital age, artists and bands struggle to make a living. In fact, only a small number of artists can live off their craft. For the 98% of artists that don't have the luxury of being signed to a label, it's tough. But artists deserve to live off their art. Wherever you are around the world, appreciation of music does not change. FENIX brings bands and their fans together, whilst allowing bands to properly monetize their passion. The FENIX app will directly connect bands and fans with no need for middlemen. We're utilizing the blockchain to give the power back to the artist once and for all. Join FENIX, join the change.